Hello there. Welcome to the Lazy Learning Show for AutoCAD. I'm Irving, and this is your channel, the Lazy Arquitecto, where we are all about um, teaching you AutoCAD, creating um, smart ways to save your time using AutoCAD. So, if you are new to the show, um, we do these live streams each Sunday around 10 a.m. So if you are interested on joining us each Sunday, you are welcome. And of course, if your time is important, consider subscribing because again, we are all about saving time in AutoCAD. So before we start today's live show, I'd like to say hi to you, ask you where are you connecting from, right? Because I know we have people connecting from all over the world. For example, myself, I'm right now in Pennsylvania, the United States, but I'm originally from Peru in South America. So, yeah, so where are you connecting from? Before we start today's live show, I like to mention a couple of important things regarding the show, the channel, and so you are up to date with what's going on with this channel, right? Um, so we have three people connected live. That's awesome, guys, that you are here with me today. We're gonna learn how to print or plot or create a PDF of multiple files in AutoCAD, right? Especially as a total beginner. So I want to make sure you understand this concept because it's important whenever you are on a professional office or you are already working in the profession using AutoCAD, you are gonna need to have this skill. um, so we have four people live. That's awesome, guys. That more people are connecting. So, so where are you guys connecting from? Let me know on the chat. Um, so while you do that, I'm gonna mention a couple of important things regarding the channel before we start today's live stream, right? So one of the first things that I want to mention, and I'm very excited and happy because of that, is that we just completed our goal, guys. So I'm very happy for that. As you can see, for people who don't know, we had this goal on Patreon for many months, where it says that when we reached $49, we will upgrade our live stream services. So the StreamYard logo can be removed, and as you can see, we already did that because we reached the goal. So as you can see, your screen now it's nicer. There's no like a marketing for the live stream service that I use. So your screen is nice and clean so you can enjoy better live streams. So as promised, guys, we reached the goal and I just upgraded it. So yeah, thank you very much for people who are supporting. We're gonna create a new goal, so stay tuned for that. But again, thank you very much for helping me reach this goal to upgrade my last live stream. So now again, you're gonna enjoy better live streams with the screen nice and clean as you can see it. So that's the first thing that I want to mention. um, we have five people connected already live. That's awesome, guys. So you are here with me. We're gonna learn as a total beginner how to print or how to plot or how to create multiple PDFs, right? Um, of drawings in AutoCAD at the same time, of course. And this live learning is gonna be for beginners. So I'm gonna go very slowly and trying to explain as simple as possible on how to do this, right? So stay tuned for that. And the second thing I want to mention before we start today's live stream, by the way, where are you guys connecting from? Let me know in the chat so I can read your comments. The last thing I want to mention is, of course, I need to thank you, my supporters, right? So today's stream, as always, it's brought to you by these folks on your screen. These are people who support my work either here on YouTube or as a Patreon. So thank you for supporting my work again. Um, and I'm very glad because of that. So, um, we're about to start today's live show. Um, so as always, you can interrupt me with any questions that you might have, or any suggestions or ideas for future topics. Basically, anything that you want to talk about regarding AutoCAD, you can interrupt me at any time. All right. So I believe we are ready to start today's live show. Okay. So to start from scratch, what I like to do is open the file over here on my second screen. So give me 1 second. I'm doing that right now. So I'm opening my drawings and okay. Right. So I'm gonna close this file over here to start fresh again, because this is a tutorial or a live stream for total beginners, right? So I want to make sure you understand all of the concepts to print multiple drawings in AutoCAD. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this file so we can start fresh again. So again, all I did now is simply open the AutoCAD program by double clicking on it. And of course, you will have AutoCAD open like so. All right. So at this point, the first thing that I'm gonna do in order to print multiple drawings, right, is I'm gonna open my file. So my file, my AutoCAD file is this one over here. To open it, I'm gonna simply double click on it, and you're gonna see that I have this file called Lazy Arquitecto 3 lay. So, and over here we have multiple sheets or drawings. For instance, drawing 1 is right here. If I click on this second layout tab, like so, you can see we have drawing 2, and then keep going to the third layout tab, and we have drawing 3. So that's what we're going to start today, printing multiple drawings. We're going to print these 3. And when I say print, this is the same as plot, print, or create a PDF. It's basically the same procedure. All right. So, but I'm going to be referring as a print. Of course, you will know already that it's the same for the 3 different things: plot, print, or create a PDF. So let's do that now. It doesn't matter in what location I am, either on drawing 1, 2, or 3. So that doesn't matter. So to start, we're gonna use the command called publish. So let's try that. Publish, like so. And this is a very handy command to print multiple drawings at the same time. So let's use that. Publish, and let's press enter. So as you can see over here, we have the publish dialog box, right? So don't get overwhelmed by all of these settings and so on. We only need a couple or maximum 3 items from all of these different options. So don't get overwhelmed. So the first thing I like to mention is over here we have model, and we also have these other layouts or paper. So again, we have one model tab over here. You can see on the corner. Hopefully you are seeing my mouse. Yes, you are. So model is where our drawing exists, right? Our building elevation is right now drawn on model space. And then the layout tabs 1, 2, and 3, that's the digital sheet that we are using in order to print our drawing from model space. So in reality, we don't need to print model space. We only need to print these three different uh, layout tabs. So that's why we have 1, 2, and 3. So we could simply remove this because again, we don't need to print model by clicking over here on this remove sheets option. However, if you do so, the next time you publish again, you will still have to manually remove again your model tab. And we don't want that. So a trick to avoid this, to avoid removing every time model is if we right click on any of these drawings, we're going to have some of these options. And the option that we need is to uncheck the one that says include model when adding sheets. So let's uncheck that by simply right click on it like so. And you can see now if you do right click, is unchecked already. So this will take effect the next time you do a publish in AutoCAD. So for now, let's simply remove the model by clicking this option, remove sheets, like so. So now we're ready. We have only the drawings that we need to print, plot, or create a PDF, right? Okay, so we are ready over here in this option. Over here at the bottom, we don't really need to worry about any of these options at all. I've been um, creating multiple drawings or plotting multiple drawings for many years, and I'll never had to worry about anything of this information. So the important part is over here at the top where it says publish to. So let's expand that. We have many different options over here. So if we want to create a PDF, so that's the option that we will use for this specific example, right? Later on, I'm going to show you how to print multiple drawings when your files are separate, right? Right now we have three drawings on the same AutoCAD file, but later on, I'm going to show you also how to print multiple drawings from different or separate drawings. So we're going to do that. So for now, let's do PDF like so. And then the important part also is over here, this information on your right. So over here, there is some options as to where to save our multiple PDF in this case. So let's click, if we want to change that, let's click on the publish options like so. And then finally, let's browse to save our new location, right? For saving this multiple PDF in this case. So what I'm gonna do it is save it under drawings, and then I'm gonna create a folder called PDF. So, and simply select that folder and click select. All right. So once I do that, I will simply click OK. So we are ready to publish or print in this case, or create multiple PDFs, PDFs from many multiple drawings, in this case, 1, 2, 3. So now all we need to do is hit the publish option over here to do so. So let's do it. So publish. And again, we are on the PDF folder, so make sure you remember where you are saving this PDF, right? So PDF and let's say Arquitecto. So I'll simply select that, and there is this pop-out window that says, do you want to save the current list of sheets? So this is needed if you ever want to print again the same exact drawings. So in my case, I'm not, so I'm gonna say no. But before that, I'm gonna check the one that says always perform my current choice. So I don't get to AutoCAD to ask me again the same questions. So I'm gonna say no. And again, we have another pop-out windows that says your printing job is processing in the background. So let's click do not show me this message again and click close like so. So as you can see over here, AutoCAD is creating this PDF and these icons. It means it's working. And then let's go back and open our PDF, right? So let's go over here and let me go. So let me find it. I said save it on drawing, PDFs, and then we will have, of course, you will see that there is a pop-out that says the plot was complete. So that means you can check your, in this case, a PDF. Again, this works for printing, for creating a PDF, for plotting is the same procedure. So let's open that out and we can see that we have successfully created a PDF for multiple drawings. In this case, that's drawing 1. If we scroll down, we have drawing 2. And if we keep scrolling, that would be drawing number 3. All right. So that's the first concept or technique that as a total beginner, you need to know how to print or create PDF of multiple drawings, and in this case on the same file, right? So let's go with the next one, the next concept, which is how to print or create a PDF of multiple drawings that are on different files. So let me show you that. So let's close this drawing over here like so and save the changes. Yes. All right, so we're gonna start with the second technique, which is again how to print multiple drawings in this case. And then I'm gonna open, of course, so I have this folder, the LA project, where I have drawing A, drawing B, and drawing C. So again, what we're trying to achieve here is to print, in this case, multiple drawings that are separated on different or individual drawings. Again, A, B, and C. So let me show you how to do that. So I'm gonna open one of these drawings. In this case, I'm gonna open drawing A by double clicking on it. And of course, I have drawing A like so. So look at that now. I don't have multiple layout over here. I only have one. So to print multiple drawings that are on different files, let's again do the same procedure. Use the publish option like so. By the way, later on, I'm gonna show you my preferred method of how to print multiple drawings in AutoCAD using a page setup. So that's a very advanced method, but I use it at the office, at the architecture office where I work every day. So I believe it's important for you to know also that technique. So let's keep moving. So we have drawing A over here, again, only one drawing, but we needed to print multiple drawings that are separate. We needed A, B, and C, right? So in order to bring those drawings, what we need to do is click this plus icon over here on your screen So once we do that, we're gonna be able to add more drawings. So let's find those drawings V and C. So let's go over here, templates, LA projects, and here they are. So I'm gonna click V, and holding the shift on my keyboard, I can select more drawings like so. So I have selected B and C. I don't need A because A it's already added when I open my drawing. So over here I'm gonna click select to add these drawings like so, and boom, you can see that now I have drawing A, B, and C. And of course, if I need to arrange this, I can simply click on the sheet name so I can have my drawings in order A, B, C, like so. All right. So once I have them over here, it's the same procedure as before. Um, so before it was PDF, so that's fine. Um, and then my location, make sure you can select a new location if you need it by clicking over here and browse and finding your location. So in this case, my location is fine. So I'm gonna click select and click OK. So once I'm done with that, I'm ready to oh, of course, it's PDF over here. Make sure that's correct. And let's click publish. So, of course, I need to rename over here my uh, new PDF. So in this case, I'm gonna call this drawing A, B, and C so I don't get confused. And I'm gonna simply say select. So once I do that, of course, AutoCAD is doing its work on the background, as you can see over here. And it will, when it's ready, it says job complete. So I'm gonna open the results. So over here, and let me go one more time. So this is the result, DWGAVC. So let me open that up with double click on it. And you can see that I have successfully created PDF from multiple separated drawings. So in this case, A, drawing B, and if I scroll down, drawing C. All right. So that was the second technique that you needed to know, especially when you are learning AutoCAD, right? So very well, not really basic techniques, but those are important skills that you need to know how to print multiple drawings, multiple files, or create a PDF from multiple files. So finally, my preferred method, the one that I use at the office every time. So I'm gonna close this drawing to show you that. So by clicking on the close icon, and yes, I'm gonna save my drawings. All right. So we have 4 people connected. Before I show you my preferred method, the method that I use at the office where I work to print, plot, or create PDFs from multiple files, we have a comment on the chat that I like to read, and is Manish Sampur saying hi. Hi Manish, thank you for being here today again. I know you from past live streams, and I know you're a fan of the channel. So thank you. Hope you're doing great, Manish. And let's keep moving. So let's go now with my preferred method again on how to print. By the way, in this case, we're gonna print and create a PDF also, so you can see the different options using a plot style, yeah, or CTV file. So let's do that. This method, it's a little bit more advanced, but it's important that you know this method, especially when learning AutoCAD. So let's do that. Um, okay, in order to do so, what we need to do is create or set up a drawing with our specific plot or print settings. So let's do that. I'm gonna go over here on the AutoCAD icon, and we're gonna create a brand new drawing by, of course, clicking the new option. So let's do that. And I'm gonna pick the Imperial Architecture because my units are Imperial in the United States, but you can pick Mechanical, which is this one, and this one. So I'm gonna open that out by clicking the Open option. And then, so what we need to do is, again, create or add our printing settings on this specific drawing. So once we do that, we can reuse these settings on any of our drawings that we are working on. So let's do that. So let's, for instance, right click on this layout tab like so, and we're gonna save page setup manager. This is the uh, option where we can set up again our printing settings. So let's click that out by right clicking on it, and we're gonna see that we have this page setup manager option. So right now our paper size is 24 by 36 inches. So let's do that. So over here, we need again to create some options that we can pick to print quickly and easily. So what I'm gonna do is create a new page setup manager. So I'm gonna say new, and then I should rename this. For instance, I can say PDF 24 by 36. And then using my CTV file or plot style name, in this case ATA full. So be very descriptive here. So PDF, again, I'm gonna separate it as the size 24 by 36, and ATA full, it's my plot style or CTV file. Plot styles are simply a AutoCAD file that it's set up in advance, so it lets AutoCAD knows how to print your drawing based on colors. For instance, um, blue lines or objects will print darker. If you set up other colors, white will print lighter. So I'm gonna show you how the file looks like in a moment. But this is a more advanced techniques. For like I was saying, offices use always a CTV file or plot style. But again, you need to know this stuff. So let's rename that. And before we do that, we have a comment on the chat. So let me go and read that. It's Sawan Sadi. Hi Sadi, thank you for being here. He said, "You saved me multiple times, my lord." Thank you, Sadi. I think you are not new to the show. You were following our past live shows, so that's awesome. We have 6 people connected live, so that's awesome, guys, that you are here with me today. We're learning AutoCAD. I'm treating this live stream as if you were a total beginner, because these are concepts that every new person that is learning AutoCAD needs to know in order to succeed in the profession, especially when you get a job using AutoCAD, right? So we went over first how to print multiple drawings or create a PDF of multiple drawings that are in the same file, and then Second, we also show you the technique to create a PDF of multiple drawings that are individually separated on different drawing files. And now I'm showing you this third method, which is my preferred method that I use at the architecture office where I work each day, which is more advanced, but it's how to set up your printing settings in one drawing so that you can reuse those settings and quickly create multiple drawings or print multiple drawings at the same time. Of course, using CTB files or plot styles. Again, more advanced technique, but you need to know. So thank you, Sadi, for your comment, and thank you for being here today again. So let's keep moving to wrap up this live show. So again, be very descriptive here on the new page setup. This would be to create a PDF of a 24 by 36 inches size and with a CTB or plot style named ATA full. And I'm going to click OK. So once I do that, um, you can see that we need to pick our correct settings. So here, that's AutoCAD to PDF. That's correct. We could also use to create a PDF DWG to PDF. Either of those will work to create a PDF. And then the paper size 24 by 36, that's correct. If you want to change that, you could do it over here, but that's the size that I need. Extends, that's fine. Center the plot. And then the scale 1:1, that's important to have it so you can print or PDF your drawing to the correct scale. Scale line weights, that's make sure that's checked also, so you can AutoCAD can verify your different line weights and print or PDF accordingly. And here's the option where I was mentioned, the plot style or CTV file. So let's click and expand. Right now it says none. So here we can set up different options, but of course mine option, which is ATA full CTB, is not added yet, so I'm going to add it in a moment. So and then over here these options are fine, landscape, so everything is fine. I'm going to do a preview to make sure my drawing looks fine. So preview, and you can see it will look like this. So I'm going to press escape and then I'm going to click OK. But before that, I'm going to try to add my plot style. Of course, this live show is not about adding plot styles. That's a totally different subject, but I'm going to quickly try to troubleshoot that. So let's click OK. And now you can see that I have this PDF by ATA full set over here. So what I like to do now is click set current, like so. So that means I just apply the printing settings from this page setup to the current layout tab. In this case is this one. So I'm gonna click now close. So to avoid any confusions, I'm gonna double click on my layout tab, like so, to rename this according to the new page setup that we created, right? We set PDF 24 by 36 and then ATA full and press enter. So now that way we know exactly the page setup that we created is matched exactly to the layout tab. And the reason why I'm going to close this is so we can create many different layouts over here with different printing settings. For instance, PDF 11 by 17 inches and so on, or maybe printer 1 if you have many different printers, right? And so on. So let me now troubleshoot my ATA full CTB. So what I'm gonna try really quick is do PS style. Yeah. So I'm gonna use this option PS style polysa. See if that will help. No, that's not helping. We're gonna use convert PS tiles. I'm gonna use that option. Yep. So convert PS tiles, that will bring back my CTB file. So I'm gonna click OK. So again, this is not part of the tutorial, but I have this issue where my plot style wasn't showing up, my ATA full plot style. So since this is live, I have to figure it out and fix it. So let's check now that my plot style is showing. So I'm gonna right click and click page setup manager and make sure that the one that it's selected is this one over here, the one that we created. And let's click modify, and let's cross fingers, and hopefully my CTB is showing now. So let's expand that, and boom, yes. So now I can see my ATA full CTB file, or also called plot style. So I'm gonna select that because we already set up all of the different settings over here. The CTB was the only, and again, I'm missing. So and again, this depends on the company. For instance, let's say um, Pepsi. Let's create a company. So maybe Pepsi will have Pepsi.ctv, right? That's what they will probably name their CTB. So let's click OK now. And it says page setup, you just edit this reference addition. That's okay. So let's say yes. And let's finally select that and set current again. So we can apply the options to this current layout. So let's click close now. All right. So we created again a PDF option. So now what I like to do is create a print option, so we can print multiple files, right, at the same time. So I'm gonna do that using the same procedure so that we just did for a PDF. I'm gonna do it to print to a physical printer or something like this, as you're seeing it right now, right? So let's delete this layout over here. Well, not delete it. I'm gonna use that. So again, if you forgot how to create a new layout, it's simply by clicking this plus icon. So now that I have this new layout, of course, make sure you are on the correct one. Don't do it over here. So let's do it on the new one. So right click, and let's again do page setup manager by right clicking on it like so. And let's create a new, brand new again. And in this case, I'm gonna say printer one, something like that. The size, let's say 11 by 17 inches. And I'm gonna use the same ATA full for my plot style. So again, be very descriptive here. This will be printer one. So I want to print multiple drawings, let's say to this printer over here. It's just an example, right? Of course, this is not printer one. This has like a workforce, whatever. But I'm gonna say printer one to keep things simple. 11 by 17, that's the size of the physical paper that I want to print, and ATA full. So I'm gonna click OK. And again, we have the dialog box. So over here, this is the important part. I need to select my printer, of course, right? So I'm gonna select this one like so. Um, and then the paper size, of course, is 11 by 17. 11 by 17, like so. And then um, over here, I like always to use the extends option and center the plot. And in this case, what we want is fit to paper because, of course, drawings, professional drawings are on a bigger size, 24 by 36. Usually, that's the standard size in the US to send drawings or submit drawings to the city. However, sometimes we need to print multiple drawings in a smaller scale so we can check our work, right? So that's why we need the fit to paper. So it's gonna print and fit to this smaller size of sheet, in this case 11 by 17. So scale line weights, that's correct. Again, plot style, ATA full, and we are ready. Let's do a preview. Of course, there's nothing here, so but the preview looks all right. So let's click or press escape and let's do OK. So again, what we need to do is select and then say set current. And the reason why we do that is very important. Don't miss the last step, is because if you don't set current to this layout over here, right, what's gonna happen is if by accident you purge this drawing, you will lose your printing settings. In other words, you will lose your new or your page setups. So you don't want that to happen. That's why the trick is to assign it to this current layout so it doesn't get deleted but if by accident you purge or clean this drawing. So okay, I already did that. Set current and simply click close. So again, the last step is to rename your layout. So I'm gonna double click on it, and in this case say printer 1, 11 by 17, ATA full. That's my CTV or plot style, and boom. So again, using the same procedure, you can keep adding 3, 4, 5 different printing settings to quickly print in the future multiple drawings, but I'm gonna stop here because I already give you how to do it for PDFs, how to do it for a printer. So let's move now to the final step. So we have 8 people connected live with us. That's awesome that you want to learn AutoCAD, you want to learn how to print multiple drawings as a total beginner, right? So let's close now this drawing, but before I'm gonna save with Control S on my keyboard, and I'm gonna save this drawing over here. Of course, make sure you remember where are you saving this. So I'm gonna call this publish options. Publish options. I'm gonna open that folder and I'm gonna say again here publish options. So make sure you remember again how are you naming and saving this important drawing that we're gonna reuse to print multiple drawings at the same time, create a PDF from multiple drawings at the same time, and so on. So let's save. And now we're ready to close this drawing by simply hit the X icon. All right. So let's now do it. Let's print multiple drawings at the same time. Let me open my Windows Explorer over here. So, okay. All right, let's do this. So this is my project, LA project, where I have multiple drawings, A, B, C. And let's open those up. So I'm gonna Shift, first select my first file, click, holding Shift, click the last one so I can select all of them, and I'm gonna simply click and drag it and open it to my AutoCAD, or drag it like so. So I could open all of my drawings at the same time. And I like to do this because it's easier and quicker. So that way, whenever all of your drawings are open and you do publish like this, you can see that immediately all of your drawings are added already, and I don't need to individually find my drawings and so on. So that's the first kind of trick that I use at the office. Open all of my drawings that I need, and simply they are added already automatically. So next, what I like to do is, again, this is a personal method that I use and it works for me. It's quicker, it's faster, it's more precise. I never had any problems with it. So where it says PDF presets, instead of doing PDF, what I like to have it is no, where, sorry, here where it says publish to PDF, what I like to have it is plotter named in page setup. Why? Because we previously um, set our page setups. Remember the 24 by 36 PDF, the printer one, and so on. So this is the option to use those. So let's do that. And now we can see that we don't have any publish option over here. So, but the important part is that I like to pick a standard location where I saved all of my PDFs. So for instance, if I click these three dots like so, I can set up those. In this case, I'm gonna create a new folder. So drawings over here, and I'm gonna create a new drawing and say PDFs for all projects or something like that, right? So this is a second trick that I use, which is I don't change my PDF location each time for each project, right? Because that would be an extra step. What I do is simply create my PDFs and always save it to this specific folder. So there is this one step less to worry about, right? So once I set that up, again, this is only for this first time. Then for my second time that I do this, I don't need to worry about the location. I don't need to worry about anything basically. So once I do that, the third step is to select all of my drawings with Control A on my keyboard. And then over here on the page setup options, I like to click and expand this and say import. So what we're gonna import is our drawing where we set up all of our um, page setups, right? So let's find that out. I have it under drawings, if I don't remember. And then I think I save it. Oh, here it is, publish options. So again, this is very important to remember where you save your files. So that's the drawing where we saved and created multiple page setups. So I'm gonna click that, and of course, to make things simpler, you could simply click and drag this over here um, to your history, so you can have it accessible all the time. You simply click on it, and you will import, or simply double clicking on these publish options, and then you will see that you have the two previous page setups, in this case PDF ATA full or printer 11 by 17 ATA full again. So let's pick any of these options. Of course, if I want to print this, I could simply select the printer one, and when I hit publish, automatically we will be able to print all of those multiple drawings on this printer. Of course, this printer is off right now, but it will work 100%. I do this at the office every time and it works beautifully. But for this specific example, since this is off, I'm gonna pick the ATA full 24 by 36. So let's make sure the imported is have the imported option. If you pick these other ones, you might have mistakes. But since we make sure these are the correct printer settings, we know it's gonna work. So at this time, all I needed to do is simply click the publish option. So once I do that, um, it's doing AutoCAD its work. You can see over here this icon, and once it's ready, we could go and find our folder, um, which is over here on my second screen. So PDF for all projects. So I can simply open this up and we can see that we have successfully created a PDF of multiple drawings A, B, and C, and it was quick and simple to do so. So that's my third method, my preferred method, and more advanced because it involves creating page setups and using plot styles. But again, this is the one that I use every time at the office to print or create a PDF of multiple drawings in AutoCAD. All right. So, what do you think about these three techniques that we just went over? Do you think they're gonna be helpful? Maybe not right now because you might be a student, but at the work environment, at the professional level, definitely you're gonna need to have these skills to print multiple drawings at the same time in AutoCAD. So before we wrap up today's live show, let's read some of your comments. If you have questions or maybe you have suggestions for new topics. What would you like to learn in AutoCAD, right? Because this is the lazy learning show for AutoCAD, right? Where we learned all of the concepts and techniques to work in AutoCAD more efficient, save time, and so on. So we have Manish on the chat. Manish says, good, this will help a lot. Yes, Manish. We went over three different techniques. To quickly summarize it, the first one, how to print multiple drawings when the drawings are on one single file. Then the second technique, we went over how to print or create PDF of multiple drawings when the files are individually separated. And then finally, my third method, the one that I use over and over, and it's quick, easy, and simpler. Of course, in the beginning, involves some setups to create the page setup options, but once you do those, it's easier and quicker to simply pick an imported drawing with your settings, and it's quick and ready to go. So hopefully those techniques will help you guys. And again, I try to do this on a slow pace so you can follow along, because this is for beginners, for students, or anyone who wants to learn AutoCAD, right? Especially who maybe are looking for a job um, and so on. So thank you, Manish, for your comment. We have 7 people live, and for people who don't know me, my name is Irving, and I show up each Sunday around 10 a.m. here on YouTube and on Facebook with a new live show, a new live stream regarding AutoCAD. In this case, today was to for learning, right? To learn AutoCAD, but in the future might be for more advanced topics such as creating a dynamic block, creating a custom command, and so if you work with AutoCAD, or if you plan to work with AutoCAD, this is your channel because we do everything live here. So before we wrap up today's live show, let me know if you have questions or suggestions, um, maybe for the future live shows, um, while I close these files over here that we don't need anymore. So I'm gonna yes, I'm gonna save it. So I'm gonna close these. Yeah, guys. So let me know in the chat. What do you think about these three techniques? Do you think you're gonna need them in the future? Yes or no? Maybe right now you're a student and you don't really need to print multiple drawings. But again, for the future, if you plan to work with AutoCAD, you definitely gonna need it. Um, all right. We have 7 people still connected with us. That's awesome, guys. 8 people live. Um, so stay tuned for next Sunday, again around 10 a.m. We're gonna show up here again. I believe we're gonna create a custom command or tool for AutoCAD next Sunday. So stay tuned for that. Because if you work with AutoCAD, it's gonna save you so much time. This new tool that we're gonna create next week. So yeah, all right, guys. I think we don't have questions. So if that's the case, I want to I want to say that you have a wonderful date, and we'll see you here next Sunday with a new live stream.